Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Saturday the 9th, and today was a rather great day, I'd have to say. It's raining out, all that good stuff, not a big deal there. It's helping melt some of the snow, it's nice and warm. We're getting lots of good water to fill our creeks and our ponds up and get our ground wet, which is what we need around here, or it's going to be a really dry and expensive summer. So without the extra water means that it costs too much to grow cattle and so on and so forth, which means the cost of meat goes up and everything else has to follow. So definitely looking forward to some rain this year. Our grounds are desperately in need of it. So went ahead and had a chance to go down and hang out with my cousin and her daughters today. They were up from Missouri, and that was a lot of fun. I ended up deciding I'd hit the gym earlier today to kind of get that out of the way instead of doing it tonight when I got done with them. And part of me wishes I had skipped the gym. Part of me is glad I went ahead and got it done. I didn't do any running because the training doesn't call for running today. So I went and did a weight workout, did about a half an hour on the elliptical bike, and then headed back home, got showered in that, headed down to the farm. And it was amazing how, I guess, destroyed I can get after fighting for a couple hours with a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old. It's absolutely amazing how throwing them around in the air and catching them and wrestling and all that good stuff can literally exhaust a man worse than running 9 miles. So I'm not really sure what's up with that. I'm not sure if it's because I had the workout earlier today that kind of helped, I guess, lead into that part, but it definitely was an exhausting, ordeal. Usually the little one wasn't big in the whole throwing her around kind of thing, and this is the first time she's wanted that. And of course, the older one's getting bigger every time I see her, so she's getting harder to throw. But she's that age now, at that 6-year-old size, 5.5, 6, wherever she is, that she's almost too big to throw inside because I need to be able to get her a chance to actually throw her. I got to throw her up higher. But the ceilings in the house aren't that high. And of course, it was raining, so I couldn't take her outside and throw her around. So I did a lot more spinning her around. I did some throwing and stuff. I did more of a swinger like you're going to throw her like in a pool kind of thing, that kind of stuff. And the little one who's, much smaller, I was actually doing a lot of throwing her around too, but I was doing that by standing on my knees quite a bit, so it made it look like I was throwing her a lot higher and stuff. And first starting off, the first dozen or so times, it's the first time she'd ever done it, she locked onto my sleeves of my shirt and wouldn't let go of my sleeves, which is kind of funny. So as I'd throw up in the air, she would be locked onto my sleeves, so all I could do is like let my hands loose, but I could only go so far because her arms weren't very long, and her feet would kind of go out because her hands would be stuck down, so her feet would kind of shoot way out, which was kind of funny looking. Then I grab her and stuff, and it was about the 12th or 13th time, somewhere in there, I went to chuck her up in the air, and she actually let go, and it kind of surprised me because I was used to her holding on, which I didn't drop her like that, obviously, but it was kind of fun. Had a good time. Did a lot of the whole chasing around the house, running after him, that kind of stuff. And one part, the little one took a spill in the kitchen, which was funny because I wasn't even anywhere near her, and I think she might have thought I was chasing her, but I wasn't. It was kind of interesting. I saw her just as she spun the corner, and she was losing her grip, and as she fell, she threw her arms out, and like her head stayed up, but both her hands like hit the hardwood flooring, and they smacked so loud it sounded like she just smashed her face in the ground. And she didn't, and she was looking like she was still trying to like run away from being tickled, which was kind of funny. I picked her up real quick and that, and I went ahead and swung her around real fast, kind of distract her, and she was perfectly fine with that. I looked at her one hand, and it was red by the time I made her in there to her papa to, be the whole protector kind of thing. So definitely, I think it scared everybody else in the room more than it scared her, because she knew it didn't hurt that bad, but man, her mom and grandma and everybody kind of like got that, oh my God, the kid just killed itself kind of thing, look in their face. So definitely being the first time throwing the little one around was a lot of fun. My cousin was not really too certain of that kind of thing, because the older one, I've been throwing her around for quite a while, and I think she kind of expects that. But being the first day the little one's being thrown around by me, it was kind of one of those things where I saw a few different times her eyes were kind of bugged out a little bit, which I thought was kind of fun. So anytime you can scare a mom like that with, hanging their kids upside down or doing whatever is always a good time. So definitely, absolutely just had a blast doing that. I couldn't believe how much fun it was. I really miss those two little boogers. I don't see them nearly enough, so I told them I'd get down this summer sometime and go check out the zoo and some of that good stuff. Probably on one of my trips, either on the way down or home from Chadwick riding my dirt bike and that, I will definitely stop in and see them. So was going to do that this summer, didn't get down there because, as you can see, my dirt bike's in the van again. It was broke down most of all last summer, and I finally got it back, so I'm going to be doing a lot more riding with it. So anyway, that's all I got for today. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.